What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to my second episode of How to Win a Free-For-All. So this is part 2 of 3 parts in total. So in this part, I will talk about strategies on how to win. In the first episode, I know it was a while back, maybe like 2 weeks back. I'm sorry for not posting any, but this episode I will be talking about strategies. And as I said in the first episode, I talked about classes. So the gameplay in the back will kind of be maybe 1 or 2 or 3 gameplays, depending on how long this commentary is going to be. But the first one will probably be on grid. I think I go like 26-0 and then I die like 4 times. So it kind of shows a bit the strategies of free-for-all. So there's a few techniques. So a lot of people think that free-for-all in Black Ops is actually boring. I really don't find it boring. It's probably my favorite game mode. And a lot of people say that people camp. Of course people are going to camp. But camping is not the way to win. You really gotta make people come to you, but you also gotta go to them. So I'm gonna explain what that means in the next couple of minutes. So first of all, you want to control an area. It gotta be a big area where you can have access to many spawns. In the first video, you will probably be seeing and control the building, the B domination building on grid. And I tried to cover. There's 4 entries in that building, and I tried to all cover them. I don't really consider it camping because I think that camping is when you have a claymore and you simply watch in one corner. But now, like, I'm just covering a huge area, so don't worry. In part 3, I will talk about good areas on each map that you have to control. Of course, claymores help. One claymore helps, but claymores are not gonna change anything. You always gotta keep your back to a wall. That is the second trick that I can give to you guys. Always keep your back to a wall, because I know spawns can be ridiculous like in every game mode, but in free-for-all they can spawn everywhere since there's 8 players. So just always keep your back to a wall. Be aware of spawns. The more you play, the more you will know them. For example, me now when I play in Modern Warfare 2, on every map I know exactly all of the spawns because I've played so much. I can predict them. When I kill a guy, I know that he's gonna spawn around me. And also when you run UAV and you see red dots on your mini radar, and that you see there's one place that there's no one, there's probably a person that is going to spawn there, or a ghost. It depends. So you always want to make sure that the part that you don't see anybody on the radar, that part of the map, you gotta be sure that you gotta be sure to check that area, because someone might spawn or there might be a ghost guy. With time, as I said, you can predict spawn. So I'm gonna put a clip right now of a beginning on firing range that just show you guys how much I know the spawn. So I spawn behind a white trailer, and as soon as I spawn, I throw a Semtex. I prefer Semtex in free-for-all. I throw a Semtex on my left, in the bathroom, on the car, and I get the first blood like within seconds. So that's simply to show you guys how well I know the spawns, because I play so much. So another thing is that you will meet campers. Campers are people, as I said, that like camp in a corner with claymores, or just kind of control a small space, like very small space, like a staircase. So those people are going to frustrate you, of course. They are always going to frustrate you. And that's how they're going to win, because they are going to frustrate you, and you will want to come back to kill them. But every time you will fail, and every time you fail, you're giving them your kill streaks. So be sure to not go back to those campers. I know some of the other players in the game will go back to the player, but be sure to just make people come to you before the camper, before they go to the camper, so that you can get your kill streaks. And basically the trick in free-for-all is gotta get your kill streaks. Kill streaks are the key to everything. Dogs is the most underrated kill streak in the game. When you get dogs in free-for-all, you can easily get 10 kills. So I would, as I said in the last episode, run like counter UAV or UAV with Blackbird and dogs. And when you get your dogs, you're assured of winning the game, 90% sure. Also, sometimes when you're losing by about 5 kills, for example, you're at 20 kills, the first guy in the game is at 25 kills, just don't get pissed. Just take your time, get your kill streaks, and get your dogs. Once you get your dogs, just boom, you're gonna win automatically almost. Every time, like, I'm not in the lead, I just relax, I take my time, and I get my dogs. So, if you don't find people, don't go to, like, hotspots. don't go into hotspots. Hotspots, you can check them by going on your recent games, and when you go on your recent games, you kind of see the maps on all with all the yellow kind of dots and the red dots. So you're gonna see spaces that have more red dots. That means that that place is a hotspot and that people die more there. So don't go in a hotspot. For example, I don't know, on Stadium. Don't go on B Domination. Just stay all around the map. Also, yeah, always try to stay around the map. So you don't want to go in that hotspot, but you want to be sure to check it. So if you don't find anyone, just wait a couple of seconds while looking or staring at a hotspot, and you will get a kill. And then you just move. You always gotta move. Sometimes when you play against extreme noobs, sometimes you will get 3 kills and then you can move, but just be sure to always move and control your area. Like, you don't have to move a lot, just move a bit so that the person doesn't nade you. As I said, don't go after campers. Get your kill streaks. Like, dogs are amazing. And people get angry at you when you control a large area, and they get angry. If they get angry, that's a good thing. They will get pissed. They will come back, come back, come back. And often when you control an area, you look at one spot, you're gonna get that kill. Turn around, go at the other side of the place you're checking, just to be sure there's no one spawning there. Just go back and forth between doors, or I prefer being outside personally because I don't know, I just don't feel like as squished. If that sounded weird, but yeah. So those are the tricks in a free for all. And also, last thing, motion sensors. A lot of people think that motion sensors are great, but they're actually not. Claymores are way better than motion sensors. I know some of you guys saw bigger commentators talking about motion sensors in free for all. That's really camping when you use a motion sensor, and you're limited to a certain amount of radius. So it's kind of a handicap. Just be sure to you can't be sure of playing a lot, but try to play a lot. You'll know the spawns, and you will become an excellent player. I haven't lost a lot of games, and that's why I'm telling you guys all these tricks. So the next and last part, part 3, I will show you guys the spots on most of the maps, almost all of the maps that I prefer, where I prefer hanging. There might or might not be a commentary. So guys, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you like this video and like tips and tricks, and you like my accent, my French accent, be sure to subscribe if you're a new viewer, or if you're one of my subscribers, guys, please give it a like. It helps me a lot, and it's with my tips and tricks videos that I need the most likes. So thanks guys for everything. Please like the video, favorite it if you want, if you find it useful, and good luck with your free for all wins. Peace out guys, have a nice day.
Enemy spy plane above. Enemy care package incoming. Hostiles jamming our radar. Enemy spy plane above.